Hello from me, Lazarus. We continue with the next lesson of the course by Lazarus IDE. Like this tutorial will be devoted to an entirely practical program. Otherwise, we have arrived at the moment next to components from the additional bar, to point 9.6.3, where we will make our first more serious practical program, app, telephone directory. For this purpose, we open a new empty project in the Lazarus IDE. We expand the shape a little like this, and we put a panel on it by asking him from its align property we select al bottom. And here you see how it fits in bottom edge of the shape. Then we go to the additional bar, we find the T-string grid component and we put one such component of our form. It will take a little, let's expand it, like this. Now we go to the properties of string grid 1 and in the property. COL count we choose 4, then in the property. Row count we choose 1. So in string grid 1 we will have 4 columns and 1 row. On the columns of string grid 1 we will write the titles, for which we will allow editing. With property, options, go editing, true, so and then we go and click on the first part and write here in the editor. So this is in the new version, a window opened in the old one. I'll show you in a moment, and here directly in the columns we write what we want it to be. So here we write a number, here we want it to be a name. Here we want a phone and in the last column, this is where we want it to be type number. We expand the columns a little, as we can form as approximately the widths of the columns, according to what we want, and when we are ready we press OK. Here's what happens. And in the panel we need to remove his name first, and then we place 4 buttons of the type. Speed button. To put 4, as we said, we click on the component with the left button, hold Shift and click 2 more times and then press arrow to exit it. Now here we'll shape them, we will name them. I won't show this now at the moment. This is what should work as a vision. Apart from this form you will have to make another shape, which will serve us to introduce and edit the data. On the second form we will put two components of type T labeled edit, one component of type T combo box. One label, T label and 3 buttons of the type. T-bit btn. The creation of the second form becomes like from the file menu select new form. I, of course, have already created it. This is what it looks like. So, the settings we make, for now, are the following. In the second form C we select the position property po main form center, and thus the second shape will be shown to us in the center of the main one. We connect the two forms bilaterally, as after implementation of we will write the next line in the first form uses unit 2, and in the second uses unit 2, on components 1 and 2 we will choose the text to be on the left side of the field. That's why from the label position property we choose LP left, we change the text of the label in labeled edit 1 named, and in labeled edit 2 on phone. We'll do it via the edit label, caption property. The edit label, caption property. On the label 1 component we change the caption property and write, type. In the combo box 1 component, we change the property text by clearing it. And then we'll open the property items from here and we will write 5 options. Now we have to write the code in procedures when pressing the buttons. We click twice on each of them, to create the appropriate procedures. In the first add button, we will not write anything for now. In the procedure of the second button clean we will write that all become equal to empty space, so we put it to clear the labels and the combo box, and see the third exit button we write close. And now we will return to the first form, and we will write the code in the procedure of the first add button. You see what this code is, simple. In it we call the second form as a modal. Why so? Because the modal form, as we know, cannot be closed until done with her, so we're calling her as a modal second form. Thus, we also write the procedure in the second edit button. It will be, to resolve this go editing property. And now we can edit table cell as double click on it. The delete button will leave it for later. So, we can now show the program. I compile and run. Thus, when pressing the add button we get the second form, and where we can write example name, Lazarus. Phone, we also write something about type. We choose a family, and press the Add button. Here you see they appear after that, for example write name, Veronica. We change a little, 2 numbers from the phone, leave a family, press Add. Then, for example, we add Yvonne. The phone is like this, type we write business, so you see how our program works. From this button clears, from here opens the second form, and by pressing the edit button we can now edit. By double-clicking the location. If we want to delete a row, we press the delete button. By pressing the sort button, data is sorted here by column, name, but I will show it from the PDF file. Here and now. So I show how we did it. In the Add button the following code is written. In the second form, in short, one loop is made. Line is added first. A loop variable is created, which starts at 1 and ends at the end on the last line. And at each rotation, iteration, of the cycle, we add one cell at a time. What the fields contain from the second form we add it in. String grid 1 in the corresponding cells. So here I have shown how it is done. I have already shown you how the program works, so we won't try it again. We've seen the introduction, we've seen the editing, that is okay. Now we will proceed with deleting a row. We click twice on the delete button. We write the following code in the procedure. This is one of the standard dialog functions in the Lazarus IDE, which we adapt for our case. The result will be a pop-up dialog message, where we need to confirm that we really wanted to delete the marked contact, or to reject, if we press the button by mistake. And so we delete the highlighted row. More information about this is available at this web address. That's why I showed it. Here it is. Here I am also showed it in a photo. So the sort button was left last. So it actually has the code very easy. There is such a function sort, and now we just resolve it. And here is indicated the column by which must be sorted, in the case. I have specified column 1, name. It's on this program. Best regards.